Hi, Anti-Society! Welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. Today we are checking out UAU Sacrifice SuA fan cam, and I feel like we all need to brace ourselves, okay? Take a deep breath before we get into this, because, look, SuA is a force to be reckoned with on any occasion. But she was on something else during this performance, especially with this outfit. It's gonna be a lot. Even this is making me question my existence. It's a lot. That bass comes in so heavy, too. Okay, a little bit of a breather, not as much as with Adio though, before she does this. She doesn't need to walk like that, you know what I mean? Ma'am, she knows. Look, just shush. We all know why we're here. I like the spin though. She does like a little like hand placement with like the wrist inward. It's a bit of a, like, more feminine way of doing that spin, which is interesting. Ooh, did she have to get her mic off stage? That's interesting. Ian, really, this is not your fan cam either. We all know. I don't need to explain why this rewind is happening. She doesn't need to be that smooth about it. And I repeat, am I jealous of a chair? Maybe. Maybe. Just a tad. Smooth step over too. Ooh, like step forward and then she like steps back a little bit. Just want to see what her footwork is. That's interesting. Step forward and then back. Ma'am. The hair flips. Her hair flips are so good in all these performances. Also, I'm also wondering why you're like this. I would also like to know where this behavior is coming from. I love the little hip movement though with that like hand. I mean, the way that she just does that little vocal like whatever, right? I know she's just standing there, but like, God. I'm sorry. I looked away for the pass off. Happens fast. I mean, we gotta watch it again, right? She's really good at hitting on those beats with the drums. Oh my God. The kick is so smooth. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I just feel like some really important scientific research needs to be done for just like a second. Just... She really sits into that walk. No, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything important. Just give me a second. There's some intense eye contact, too. She covers a lot of ground there, too. Oh, the flip of the cane. Well, I mean, if we have to. Oh my God. Okay, just like she hit that run and the chest isolation. She even like stepped back on the beat, didn't she? Hold on. On like the bass notes there. That's so good. My God. We do not need to make in those facial expressions. Thank you, ma'am. No, don't make me question my existence like that. Thank you. There's just a lot in this choreo. Oh God. No further comment. Like strong silhouettes. Does not need to make those facial expressions. I love all the little, I love all the little like musicality things where she's just like moving to the beat, right? There's the hip swings or like tapping the foot. We even saw in SuA's fan cam of her like tapping her fingers along with it. I love just like seeing them keep the beat when they're not the focal point. Oh my God. Did you just like smirk at me? Ma'am. Oh my God. Like, there's just a lot of hip action happening and I don't know what to do with myself. Besides watch it again. For vocals, obviously. Like she just puts a little something extra into it. A little like almost skip back to her spot. And the decision for that to be the way that she's sitting is also interesting. That's fine, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You just have to show us one more time, right? They know us. They know us. Wow. Okay, first off, the little like musicality things, just like when she's not even the focus, but even just stepping back on that bass line, that's like next level of just like paying attention. That's like detail oriented in a way that I never could be. Second, vocals for days. The fact that she'll hit certain notes, she was doing like chest isolation stuff and she's like, I'm also gonna hit this vocal run because why not? And then third, also, there's just a lot of like hip related things and that is interesting. Noted. I'm fine. Totally okay. Everything is okay. Not gonna be watching that one who knows how many other times after this. She was just pretty good. But I think it's interesting to see hers because we have the one time where she went off stage to get her mic like early on, right? She does her little dance solo moment and then she walks off, gets her mic, comes back. I think that's interesting because she's one of the ones who stays on the stage the most. Whereas with SuA's, at least, she was like going off the stage a few times or like getting props to where they needed to be. And SuA doesn't do a whole lot of that in this number, which I think is really interesting, but it means that she stays on stage for a lot of it. So she was like on stage for like Yuan's little like solo before passing off the cane. She's like in the back while other things are happening and she's having to like keep those musicality moments, right? Like her like continuing to perform even though she's not the center of it is because she's on stage for the longest amount of time. And really the only thing she needs to do is put the cane on the chair that's like stage left because she ends up stage right instead. So it's interesting to see the differences of like how much is happening with each person depending on the technicalities of the performance. How do we get things from where they need to be? And I guess she like moves the chair over, right? So she does move props around, but it's feels like it was slightly less needing to coordinate things as Dio was, because she had to step around to get a bunch of different things or move things around because she was like constantly moving between different parts of the stage. So I think that's just interesting to see like how they were like arranging things, right? And like none of it is like more or less than the other, right? There's like the technical side of making sure props and things are where they need to be on the stage, and then there's being on stage the whole time, right? SuA has to perform the entirety of this other than stepping off stage briefly to get her mic. So she has to be able to carry those moments because people might be looking at her, right? So her having all those moments of her like stepping into some of the musicality and still moving along to the beat and the music is adding into that performance, right? Because you don't know who's going to be looking at you at any given moment. So she was like on the whole time. So that's also really interesting. And she has to catch the cane, right? And then she has to do all of the cane work as well. And, you know, that's also an issue in and of itself. Like, it's one thing to have to throw a prop. It's another thing to have to like, catch it, get the timing right, and then still like launch immediately into your next move. So props to like all of them for his performance. Like I've said, it's so good, from like the choreography to the vocals and all the harmonies that they're doing to the bringing in like props and stuff to just like the persona of this performance. Like, it's legitimately such a good performance, putting aside the fact that it like makes me question everything I've ever known as just like a fan. She was so good in this. Are we surprised? No, she's a fantastic performer. And I think that you can just see in the way that she moves that there's like a little something extra because she is such a good like dancer and performer. So I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click this playlist to go to my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to me next time I post a Dreamcatcher or UAU reaction, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.